What if I told you that a man once walked an extraordinary path, guided by celestial beings ascending through the 10 heavens, where light, darkness, and divine mysteries collide? This is the story of Enoch, a man chosen to journey beyond the earthly realm, encountering fallen angels, the majestic tree of life, and witnessing the ineffable glory of God himself. Prepare to dive deep into the hidden chapters of the second book of Enoch, where the boundaries of heaven and earth blur and secrets of the universe unfold. Chapter 1. The First Heaven, a Sea Above the Clouds. Enoch's journey begins in the most unexpected way, while resting alone at home. Suddenly, 2 men appear by his bedside. But these aren't ordinary men. They're towering celestial beings, their faces shining brighter than the sun, their eyes ablaze like fire. Their wings glimmer with a golden hue, and their garments glow purple, a symbol of divine royalty. Enoch, seized by terror, can barely breathe. But then, with calm assurance, the men speak. "Have courage, Enoch. Do not fear. The eternal God has sent us to take you on a journey like no other." Without hesitation, Enoch obeys. His fear is replaced with awe as he is lifted by these angels onto their wings, and they carry him through the clouds, beyond the boundaries of the earthly realm. They reach the first heaven, where Enoch is met with a vast sea, greater than any ocean on earth. This sea, he learns, contains the waters of creation, watched over by angels who control the snow and rain, and even the dew that blesses the earth. These are not mere natural phenomena. They are sacred elements guarded by divine forces, and Enoch is shown their intricate workings. But this is only the beginning. As he gazes upwards, he knows there are more heavens to explore, each one more mysterious than the last. Chapter 2. The Second Heaven, a realm of darkness and the apostates. As Enoch ascends into the second heaven, he is greeted by an overwhelming, suffocating darkness, so deep and impenetrable that it feels alive. It's a void far beyond anything Enoch has ever witnessed on earth. The light of the first heaven seems a distant memory here, swallowed whole by the oppressive gloom that fills this realm. Every breath Enoch takes feels heavy, burdened by the thick air of despair that clings to him. His heart pounds as he senses a presence lurking within the shadows. His celestial guides, their voices solemn, reveal the truth. These are the apostates, the angels who defied God's will, who chose their own path of rebellion rather than serving the Creator's grand design. They were once glorious, creatures of light, but now they are forever imprisoned in this abyss, awaiting the day of their final judgment. Enoch looks upon them with both pity and dread, for he knows the weight of divine justice is upon them. Among these fallen beings, Enoch senses an even darker presence, a malevolent force that dwarfs the others in its power and wickedness. His guides point towards the deepest recesses of the second heaven and tell him of Satan, the prince of the fallen. Though he lies bound in the fifth heaven, his influence seeps through the darkness of this realm, an ever-present reminder of his rebellion against the Creator. Satan, who once stood among the highest of angels, now waits for his ultimate punishment, a fate that even he cannot escape. But there is no time to dwell on the sorrow of this place. Enoch's journey is far from over. His guides urge him to move forward, to continue his ascent. As they prepare to leave the second heaven, Enoch casts one last glance at the weeping angels. Their faces, twisted in anguish, remain etched in his mind, a stark reminder that even the most powerful beings in the cosmos are bound by the will of the Creator. With heavy heart and renewed determination, Enoch ascends once more, leaving the darkness of the second heaven behind. Yet its grim lessons stay with him. He has seen the consequences of defying the divine order, and he knows his journey will only reveal deeper mysteries and greater truths about the nature of existence. Chapter 3. The Third Heaven, the Garden of Paradise and the Tree of Life. The third heaven presents a stark contrast to the darkness of the second. As Enoch ascends, he is met with a sight that takes his breath away. Paradise. Imagine a land where every tree bears fruit that sparkles with divine light, where the air is sweet with the fragrance of flowers that bloom eternally. In the midst of this garden stands the tree of life, a tree like no other, shining with gold and vermilion, radiating warmth and goodness. It is said that this tree is where the Lord himself rests when he enters paradise. Enoch is told that this tree is the source of all life, its roots stretching to the very edges of the earth. From it flow two springs, one of honey and one of milk, symbolizing the boundless blessings of creation. These waters split into 4 rivers, winding through paradise before descending to the world below, sustaining life on earth. As Enoch marvels at this vision, he realizes he is standing between 2 worlds, corruptibility and incorruptibility. This is the divine threshold where life and death meet, and where the eternal forces of creation and decay are perfectly balanced. But Enoch's journey through the heavens is far from over. His guides urge him onward. Chapter 4. The 4th Heaven, the powers of the sun and moon. In the 4th heaven, Enoch is shown the machinery of the cosmos itself. He watches as the sun and moon move along their ordained paths, each controlled by a legion of angels. The sun, more powerful than the moon, blazes across the sky on wheels of fire, accompanied by thousands of stars. Its speed is so great that it never rests, watched over by angels who keep it in constant motion. The moon, while lesser in light, has its own host of angels who oversee its waxing and waning. Enoch is struck by the intricate order that governs the universe. Each celestial body moves in perfect harmony, guided by divine law, with angels ensuring that day and night follow their appointed times. Enoch realizes that the forces that govern the heavens are not random but are maintained by the will of God in the service of his angels. Chapter 5. The 5th Heaven, the fallen Grigori. The 5th heaven brings Enoch face to face with the Grigori, the Watchers, giant angelic beings who, like the apostates of the 2nd heaven, have fallen from grace. These beings once descended to earth, led by their prince Satan, and took human wives, resulting in the birth of the Nephilim, the giants of legend. Their rebellion against God led to widespread corruption on earth as lawlessness and chaos spread. Now the Grigori sit in silence, their faces withered, their hearts heavy with the weight of their sin. There is no joy here, no singing, only the constant reminder of their fall from divine favor. Enoch is told that these beings will face their ultimate judgment on the day of the Lord, but until then, they remain in this place of sorrow, weeping for the fate they brought upon themselves. Chapter 6. The 6th Heaven, the keepers of knowledge and time. Ascending to the 6th heaven, Enoch enters a realm of radiant light where the archangels reside. These angels are unlike any he has seen before, glorious beings whose faces shine brighter than the sun itself. They are the keepers of divine knowledge, responsible for overseeing the workings of the universe. Here they study the movement of the stars, the changing of the seasons, and the cycles of life on earth. Enoch learns that these archangels are also the scribes of heaven, recording the deeds of every soul on earth. They ensure that the balance of the cosmos remains intact, measuring time, seasons, and life itself. It is here that the phoenixes and cherubim sing unceasing praises to the Lord, their voices filling the heavens with melodies too beautiful for mortal ears to comprehend. But even this glorious realm pales in comparison to what lies ahead. Chapter 7. The 7th Heaven, the fiery armies and the light of God. At last, Enoch is brought to the 7th heaven, where he is overwhelmed by the blinding light of the Lord's throne. He sees the fiery hosts of angels, cherubim, seraphim, thrones, and dominions, all gathered in eternal service before the Almighty. Their light is so intense that Enoch can barely stand it, but his guides urge him to have courage. From afar, Enoch glimpses the face of God, a sight that defies description. The Lord's face is like iron glowing in a furnace, emitting sparks of divine energy. It is at once beautiful and terrifying. a reminder of God's infinite power and glory. Enoch falls to the ground in fear, but the Lord speaks, comforting him and inviting him to rise. Chapter 8. The 8th, 9th, and 10th heavens. The ultimate revelation. In the 8th and 9th heavens, Enoch is shown the 12 constellations that govern the cycles of drought and plenty on earth. Here the seasons are controlled, and the stars that guide time and fate are arranged in their heavenly homes. These realms serve as the blueprint for the physical world, ensuring the balance of nature and time. Finally, Enoch is lifted to the 10th heaven, where he sees God's throne in all its glory, surrounded by countless angels. It is here that Enoch is given a divine mandate to record everything he has seen and to return to earth as a messenger of God's wisdom. When Enoch returns to the earthly realm, he is no longer the same. He has seen the divine order of the cosmos, the balance of good and evil, and the ultimate power of the Creator. He is now a messenger, tasked with sharing these revelations with humanity. The story of Enoch's journey through the 10 heavens, his encounter with the tree of life, and his vision of the face of God continues to inspire and mystify, reminding us that the mysteries of the universe are far greater than we can imagine. So, what do you think? What if we were given the chance to ascend, like Enoch, through the heavens? Would we be prepared for the revelations awaiting us? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on more stories like this.